في العام 1321 أي قبل 700 سنة حقق دانتي أليغيري إنجاز بتوحيد شبه جزيرة إيطالية كانت بتشكي من تقسيم جذري وبليغ، وجمعها حول لغة واحدة، لغة الكوميديا الإلهية، هالتحفة الأدبية والفلسفية وهالصرح اللغوي اللي رح يشكل خميرة فريدة لنهضة إيطاليا الحديثة. بالعام 2021 من الجهة الأخرى للمتوسط في بلد صغير عرف أنه بلد نشر الأبجدية الفينيقية من آلاف السنين بيغرق اليوم ببحر الظلمات. لبنان رهينة لقوى سياسية ومالية إقليمية ومحلية عم بيتفكك، بل يكاد يضمحل ويختفي، وإن شاء الله لا بهمة شعبه. بخطوة جريئة أقرب إلى التحدي بيحرص أصدقاء مهرجان بيروت للأفلام الفنية الوثائقية باف واللي نظموه على عدم إغفال موعد هاللقاء بين العالم ودانتي من بيروت من أعماق الهوة. على الرغم من العقبات والحواجز رح تتحقق إرادة العيش بكرامة وإثبات الوجود من خلال الثقافة، انتصارا على الإفلاس اللي بيتخبط فيه لبنان. وتحمل مونيكا زيكا مديرة المعهد الثقافي الإيطالي حماستها واندفاعها للقاء جميع المشاركين بفعالية دانتي 700 واللي أصرت أنه تنظمها بهالظروف الصعبة. دكتور مونيكا زيكا, we are honored to have you and to host you in Mariam TV today to talk about Dante 700 event take place already few days ago, I think, and it's gonna be a huge culture event. Tell me about it.
Yes, well, for us, for the Italian Cultural Institute and the BAF, it was really a daring thing to think of coming again with culture, with many events, with events in presence and online, and with such a variety. But Dante was a very good chance for this, and we had a successful first week. And which is that we started in mid-September, because in mid-September it was the anniversary of the death of Dante, so it's an important moment to start with. And we are going to follow this week through art, architecture, dance, and movie online this week. And everybody can get the program and the online connection on our site, the Italian Cultural Institute and the BAF, and participate to this. And we will end on Sunday with a last discussion amongst an Italian professor at LUIS, Francesca Maria Correo, professor of Arab language and culture, and a Lebanese poet and writer, Aboud Wazen, and they will discuss about the Arab culture in Dante, which plays a very, very important role. Dante will be the leitmotif, the soundtrack of all our activities this year, because it's really, Dante is very important in Italian culture, and also in international culture, I would say. In spite of the 700 years which passed from his death and somehow his life, he still has to tell us a lot. We still can read it and recognize many of our problems, many of our hopes, many of the forces that struggle with the human being. And this is why it was so fit to, unfortunately, to have the Inferno representing somehow the situation Lebanon is struggling with in the last times.
يعني جورج عم تقول دكتور مونيكا انه دانتي 700 بيروت كله اخدينه او اتس انسبايرد باي دانتي والديفاين كوميدي اللي هي الكوميديا الالهيه. وعم بتقول انه دانتي عاصر كل العصور القديمه والحاضره. واللافت كمان بالموضوع انه هلا اجى الوقت كمان ليكون عم ينحكى عن دانتي، لان للاسف الاوضاع بلبنان في تشابه بينه وبين فكر دانتي اللي حكي عن هل الجحيم. كان اول الاشخاص اللي او اول شعراء اللي اكيد حكوا عن الجحيم. Dr. Monica, welcome to الأفلام. Thank you for being with us today. Allow me to ask you, can you tell us more about the events which are all inspired by Dante and the Divine Comedy? And as we know, the events already started. They are gazing back on the life and work of Dante. What type of events are you shedding light on?
After this, the end of this special evening dedicated to Dante that we organized along and conceived along with the BAF, the Beirut Art Film Festival, we are going to have something completely different, which is an exhibition of portraits of Dante. But done today.
For which artist?
That is the different things. They are done by very young artists. They're done
From
by
Italy.
comics writer, Italian comics writer, Italian designers, Italian graffiti street artists. So they are very, very unconventional portraits of Dante. And we are going to print many of these and exhibit them in the at the entrance of the Center for Language and Translation of the Lebanese University, where Italian is taught. We have a Department of Italian Studies, Language and Culture and so on. And so that would
in
be
the Lebanese University.
Sorry?
In the Lebanese University.
Yes, Lebanese University. Lebanese University is the Centre for Langue et Traduction in Daura, I think is. And that is going to be very visible, very on the way of all the students, and very unconventional, giving a different approach to Dante, which can be very serious but can be also extremely enjoyable.
يعني
Nice.
عم بتقول جورج اكيد احنا بنحب نوضح للمشاهدين بختام دانتي 700 بيروت رح يكون في اكزيبيشن معرض فريد من نوعه، رح يكون عم بيسلط الضوء على حياه دانتي، بس اللافت فيه انه رح يكون عم بيشارك العديد من الفنانين ورسامين الجرافيتي الايطاليين الصغار برسم وتجسيد حياه دانتي. والمعرض رح يكون بالجامعه اللبنانيه، مركز الجامعه اللبنانيه للفنون والترجمه على الدورة. Dr. Monica, can we talk about the participants in the event? As we know, there is Lebanese and Italian cast, from singers to artists to musicians to scholars to composers. Can you tell us more?
Yes, this was a very exciting and successful experience.
Yes.
We had the Maestro Abu Murad, who wrote, got inspired by the Divina Commedia and
we already
Dante.
hosted him the last week.
So he wrote a new work for this occasion, and that was really a very beautiful event with excellent musicians, absolutely excellent. And the day after the last what we had on Friday, the last presents event was with Cesare Capitani, who is an Italian actor living in Paris, who came all the way, and he was really eager to came and very excited about it. And we as well, because it's we haven't had many hosts from abroad lately, unfortunately. And he was declaiming, telling verses from the Divina Commedia in Italian and in French translation to make it more easy for the public, of course, but also giving a line of reading, an explanation of the situation. We couldn't read, of course, of the old Divina Commedia, just a selection of verses, the more fit, the more known. And his performance was really moving and very, very good.
Where will take place?
It has taken place in on Friday. But we hope to be able to put something online, like a video of it. We are dealing with some. Probably we'll be very happy to be able to do that.
يعني لافت جورج دانتي 700 بيروت مشاركة عالمية، مش بس مشاركة لبنانية مثل ما كانت عم بتقول دكتور مونيكا. المشاركة القيمة كانت أكيد لبروفيسور أبو مراد اللي كمان قدم مثل بيس مهمة عن الديفان كوميدي، الكوميديا الإلهية. وكمان اللافت أنه كان عم يستعين بفيرسز من الفيلسوف العربي أبو علاء المعري اللي كمان حكي عن الجحيم، فبالتالي تلاقى هو ودانتي.
شو حلو هالافكار الثقافيه، ابداع
جدا
يعني
جدا
والخلط.
صحيح.
Some discussions will take place online, live streaming, and the other in Gemmaisi.
This week will be all online because it's going to be the screening of 3 documentaries, and the last one with these 3 short movies on Lebanese situation, the Lebanese inferno. And on the 26th we are going to have this discussion about the Arab culture and the influences
in which language? Arabic or
that
English?
Is going to be in Arab, but it's going to be Arabic and with French translation available for whoever wants it.
يعني جورج للأسف اللي بيقلنا هلأ من بظل الأزمات اللي عم نعيشها هي الثقافة. Dr. Monica, culture today is the last part of our society where everything is crumbling. Can you tell us about the importance of Dante 700 in Beirut in light of everything Beirut and Lebanon are going through?
Well, I think culture remains important, especially when we have to face and to struggle with hard times. In those times, it's even more important, even if it's more difficult to keep this light alive. It gets even more important, extremely important. We have to be able to raise our sight, our eyes, and see something better and see something more, and basically find some hope in ourselves and remember this. So as I was saying before, Dante is universal and is
Indeed
trespasses the time for this, and it's profoundly tied to, in this way, to Beirut, to the hell it has been passing through, and we hope to, as Dante says, to go out and see the light again.
Dr. Monica, يعني we appreciate all the efforts you offer to Lebanon through the cultural events you present in Lebanon. And you're most welcome in Mariam TV always.
Thank you. I wish to add one more thing. There is one appointment on the September 30th. We are organizing along with the embassy a day of study on the and presentation of the archaeology missions, Italo-Lebanese archaeology missions, which are operating here in Lebanon.
Yeah.
It is something that this is going to be in the Hadat campus, the Lebanese University, and at the auditorium, the main auditorium.
Which date?
Sorry?
Which date?
In the September 30.
30.
It's a Thursday.
يعني هذا شيء مهم نكون عم نضوي عليه جورج.
تفضلي، يا ريت.
سريعا ب 30 الشهر رح يكون في تعاون بين السفارة الإيطالية واللبنانية اللي يكونوا عم بيقدموا شيء عن التراث أو الآثار الإيطالي واللبناني بمبنى الجامعة اللبنانية فرع الحدث. رح يكون ب 30 الشهر. At the end of our episode, سؤال سريع جورج, how can we access the online and in-person events of Dante 700 Beirut?
It's in person. It's absolutely in person.
Yes.
We will have full of
It's free of
space
charge.
to respect all the distance regulation and feel safe, everybody. And it's going to be in the morning from 9:30 until more or less 1:30. And we wanted it's a long time projected event. It's been some years that we are trying to realize this.
Yes.
It is important to show how the collaboration, the Italo-Lebanese collaboration, and these small missions acting in all over Lebanon, it's 5 in all different locations, have affected the life of the communities they are working with. And they are not just archaeological and scientific experiences. They are also social, human, and community experience, leaving a mark on this. And this is what we want to
Italy and Lebanon are linked by ancient friendship, and we pray these links and this connection stays for so many years ahead. Thank you for being our guest today, Dr. Monica.
Thanks to you.
It was our honor to have you.
My
Thank
honor.
you so much.
بريك ومنتابع فقراتنا.